learn that. At the front of this line.
The ones that just show up and don't put nothing in, make sure you cut them in, and then
tonight from Portland, special prime time edition of the NFL. The Portland Lumberjacks taking on the Brooklyn Barons.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. Up is here, guy, the Brooklyn Barons and the Portland Lumberjacks. Brandon Godd and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took... They will run for the first time here with White. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. They've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. But if you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit and fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard.
And if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete. Brings up.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them. Rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. long drive. Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, not at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, he did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Now a give to White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. From the gun, here's Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And 6.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
At his 48-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now...
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Caught up. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shaking it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 30.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Watson looks to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as it's knocked down and incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
Barons, nothing.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brings up second and 10.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Lumberjacks 10, Barons nothing.
Second and 10. Under pressure and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Operating from the gun. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
3-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Number 80.
Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 30.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. First 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Watson operating from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. 13.
Barons, nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 28-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
from the gun. Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score. Lumberjacks 16. Barons nothing.
So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
First down and 10. At their own 20.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. So right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and...
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards. First down, Barons.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Look, already running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Steps away. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7 yards there and a first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A little juke. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
At their own 20.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And almost intercepted.
16.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.
Finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.